No, no. Now,
Well, today in the news, it would appear that the media have decided that we all should be back to work. Green shoots are there. Government are making plans for us all to get back to normal. Are we really going to be back to normal? Because I don't think we are. I'm going to think twice about going to networking where we're in an enclosed space. What do you think?
you know, that's very funny you should mention that because I was thinking about it yesterday. I was thinking, I know exactly what I'm gonna do when I'm allowed to get out of here. I know where I'm gonna go, what coffee I'm gonna have, what I'm gonna do while I'm sipping the coffee. The only thing I wasn't sure about is how I'm gonna react. Am I going to be uncomfortable if someone's too close? Am I going to be afraid to touch things? And I'm going to be constantly thinking, I need to wash my hands now. Um, and I came to a conclusion. Do you remember how when we're really ill, something relatively serious, and we're in bed or in a hospital for 2 or 3 weeks, and the day comes when we need to get out, and we think, I'm going to take it so carefully. I'm only half an hour outside for the first day, and I'm going to be very careful, and, I'm going to take care of myself. And then you get to the car, drive to where you need to go. Minutes, you start feeling normal, and you start to feel like you're back to your normal life. And by the evening, you forget you were ill, and next day you really don't remember you were ill. I think that that's something we have wired in our brains, that we adapt really easily and quite fast. This is slightly above standard situation, but I still think that we're going to be back to normal in no time because that's how people are wired.
I can see what you mean, but I recall very clearly when I broke my ankle. First time I went out in a wheelchair with my legs sticking out because it was a special wheelchair. I
Oh,
was terrified of people coming near me.
yeah, it's gonna happen. I think we're all gonna be slightly terrified, but when you find out that everyone around you is normal and no one's coughing and everyone's glad to be out and they're smiling, it's you're gonna forget about it. You're gonna be more careful. At least I've always washed my hands multiple times. I can't stand dirty hands in normal circumstances, let alone now. So I'm gonna be careful, and I'm gonna be careful about touching toilet doors in restaurants. But I think that we need to get back to normal, and we're gonna forget about it, just like we've forgotten about all the previous unpleasant things in our lives.
Yeah, I mean, at the minute I've got a cough, but I'm not assuming I've got some sort of virus. I know it's a hay fever. It's hay fever with pollen is very high at the moment, so
Yeah.
I know what causes. But the moment somebody coughs, there's going to be this assumption. Oh, keep away from
Yeah,
that
there's gonna
person.
be, yeah, we're gonna be running away from people who cough now, aren't we? So, yeah, that's the only disturbing thing. But if you take normal measures, if you, just do your daily hygiene, if you wash your hands, if you wipe your mobile, if you wipe your keys, if you wipe your steering wheel, you're gonna be fine. There's very very tiny chance something could happen to you. And we cannot live restricted forever. It would start taking serious toll on our psyche, and psychologically just would be far worse than anything else. So I think we're ready to engage with the sunshine and normal life and normal business, and starting to make money and starting to see family and friends, because this can go forever.
Thing I have learned, one of the things I've learned is this can be the source of a lot of germs, just the screen
I
and
know.
cleaning your telephone,
I've been saying
something that
that.
you don't think of normally.
Yeah, funnily enough, I knew that before this started. I was so regimental about my mobile phone hygiene, because actually your mobile phone has as many germs as public toilet seat.
Exactly.
Well, when you
Yeah.
think about it, you just shiver and you say never ever. So I've been doing that before, and now it's just a continuation. But yeah, what I didn't know is bottom of your handbag is just as bad.
Ah,
keys, car keys and house keys. Steering wheels, same thing.
I always
So,
like the steering wheel, yes. I hadn't
mm,
thought of the keys, I must admit.
mm.
I mean, Trump today, have you heard his latest one?
No, there's too many.
Well,
There's
apparently
too
there
many
was
to
this
keep track of.
discussion going on, actually live discussion going on, where his experts were saying how disinfectant is very good. See, and he
Yes.
apparently said, didn't appear to be joking, oh, maybe people can inject themselves with disinfectant. Now, how many people are going to do that? Oh, it's
Oh my
stupid. It's
God.
just like insane. Um, but
You
people
can make
have
that
got to
up,
be
can you?
careful. And
You
the
have to make that, yeah.
old-fashioned cleaning down of things. A friend of ours has old-fashioned carbolic soap, and he says he's been using that. Now, carbolic soap is something that goes way back,
I don't
years
even
and
know what
years.
that is.
Oh, it's a very, it is an antiseptic soap.
Oh,
It used
okay.
to be used in hospitals. Hospitals used to smell of carbolic,
Oh, okay.
and they would clean down hospitals. Probably Nurse Nightingale probably used it. But apparently it is very good. And then I started to find out that soap is actually very good, better than, and then I started looking at the hand washes I would been using, and it says soapless. And I think, has this been
Yeah, I
working or
know.
not? So
But
good
you know
old
what?
fashioned soap.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, it's been about 2, 3 years I've been going back to normal soap, and my hands look 20 years younger, and they're moist, and I feel clean, and it's so much cheaper than using, the bottle stuff. So I'm all for it. I mean, it seems I'm doing well. I'm never ill, knock on wood. So yeah, I think normal soap is fantastic. What I've been doing lately is I've been experimenting. I have about 5 different soaps and bottled gels and stuff, and I've been experimenting what's better for my skin and what feels more clean and stuff. So yeah, I'm quite into it.
Well,
What a weird hobby.
I've got out the old Yardley soap that I had, rose smelling. I must
Yeah.
admit, my hands are softer today. So why were they selling stuff that's soapless? Who decided we shouldn't have soap? There is a bit of research we need to do on this.
Yeah, yeah, and mainly the gel soaps, they have so many different chemicals, and normal soap doesn't. So why would you do that? It takes 26 seconds for whatever you put on your skin to get into your bloodstream, and if it's chemicals, not that good.
Hmm.
So I'm going back to normal, so to speak.
Well, years ago, a friend of mine whose father was an eminent surgeon said we shouldn't be using uh, uh, deodorants and things. He was
Mm,
very against it. And I just
yeah.
thought at the time, well, he's a bit old fashioned, but maybe there's something in all this, as you say,
Yeah.
chemicals.
Well, there is, underarm things, the sprays. I use them, but I'm well aware that they're full of aluminium, and aluminium's been proved to cause serious illnesses. For example, like Alzheimer's.
Mm.
One of the biggest cause of Alzheimer's is we have too much aluminium in our body. So yes, it is not very good for us. So I'm constantly looking for alternatives, healthier alternatives, but it's not always easy.
No, not easy. Well, if anybody out there is listening to this has some sort of
Advice?
alternative advice for us, because
Yes,
it's just a
please.
discussion. I'm open
Mm,
to all ideas, all
yeah,
theories, as long as
totally.
they're not like Trump's wacky theories.
Now, please do not inject soap into your body.
Please do not do anything. Well, apparently some people have even been drinking it, drinking disinfectant. I
Oh
mean,
my
how
God.
stupid is that?
Oh my God. Well, then you
Um,
better drink vodka. That's a disinfectant on its own. So.
well, they do say alcohol, because when I actually looked into um, the antibacs, the ones that are supposed to be really good, are 80% alcohol. So it's probably the alcohol that does it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the alcohol is known to kill lots of unwanted stuff. So sometimes it may not be a bad idea. I'm not saying please
You're
turn
not
into alcoholic,
condoning drunkenness then.
the virus away. I'm not saying that, but maybe here and there, shot of something what's got a high alcohol content may not be a bad idea because it does have you know, it does heal you from this perspective. So go for it. But don't overdo it. Don't overdo it. Don't do it in the sunshine. Not healthy.
Well, vitamin D, that's what we need. It's a sunny day today, so I'm going to get a bit of dose of vitamin D, take the
Must
dog
be
out for a
done.
walk, enjoy
Must be done.
nature, enjoy life. That's what we've got to do, really, isn't it?
Absolutely. That has to be done. I'm looking forward to it. And I'm looking forward to our Monday chat.
Okay,
So
well, we'll do that
I'll be
then.
back.
Bye-bye now. Thank you.